Section 43 says every Kenyan, mandates government, in fact, commands government to make sure that every Kenyan has access to health. You also know that universal health coverage has been a discussion we have had as a nation for many years. It was in the NASA manifesto, it was in the NAC manifesto, it was in the Jubilee manifesto. In fact, one of our big four in Jubilee was universal health coverage. In this election, it was in the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, it was in the Azimio manifesto. And somebody had to do something about it. And we've had too many false starts. Professor Anyang' Nyong'o tried it, it didn't work. You remember Ngilu tried it, it didn't work. You remember we tried it as the Jubilee, it failed. This time round I said, it cannot fail. Because I have had sufficient experience to be able to deal with this thing. So we put together our universal health coverage plan. I can now tell you with a lot of confidence, all right, that we have a health insurance scheme that leaves no Kenyan behind. I can tell you that. And I want you to try it, right? I want you to try it. Because in the old NHIF, in fact, it was destined to collapse because we had accumulated debts of 30 billion shillings, and it was growing by $1.5 billion every year. It wasn't reducing. So it was destined to crash at some point. So what did I do? We changed the law. We had to start from zero because we had tried to operate with the law the way it was. It failed once, it failed twice, it failed 3 times. It was clear to me that we had something that was fundamentally wrong. So we worked on a new bunch of laws. We replaced the NHIF Act with 5 pieces of legislation. Thankfully, Parliament passed the laws. We changed the contribution structure because, let me tell you, you know very well that the least you could pay under NHIF was 500 shillings. The small people, Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, they paid 500 shillings. William Ruto, the president of Kenya, paid 1,700. How much? 1,700. So a person earning 1 million is paying 1,700. What percentage of his earning is that? 0.01%. Are we together? Mama Mboga, whose income is 5,000 shillings a month, is paying 500. What percentage is that? 10%. So the poor people are paying 10%. The rich guys are paying 0.001%. Is there an element of fairness there? Even if you calculate it using what language? So we said, let's change the contribution structure. Let us make it uniform. Let us make it equitable. Today, the law demands that each and every one of us, from Mama Mboga to the president, pays 2.75% of their income to SHA for health insurance. The small people have come down from 10% to 2.75%. The big guys like myself and you guys seated here have come from down. We are now, all of us, at 2.75%. That's how I became Zakayo. Yeah? Because we wanted a fair. How will you argue? How will you argue with that? You know? So what has happened? I'm paying more. I think I pay now 50,000 a month from 1,700. Mama Mboga has come down from 500 to 300. Are we together? We're raising more money. We're actually raising 3 times more money than we were raising in NHIF. Are we together? And today, it is possible for Mama Mboga, who never imagined that they would go for surgery and they would not have to sell their land or their livestock to pay, that SHA today pays for citizens equally. And you will hear many stories of what SHA is doing. As I talk to you on a daily basis, people in the informal sector who never participated in NHIF, they are registering. 50,000 people are registering every day on SHA. We had 7 million people. Do you know how many people we have today on the platform? 24 million. How many? 24 million. That is how transformative it is. So, and by the way, people are registering voluntarily.